Yes. Good afternoon, everyone, or good evening. Yes, we are welcome again. We'll stop at the main purpose that we don't born to dream to leave our land or leave our continent, our country, to come to Europe to be overwhelmed of refuge. No, we never born. Understanding some misinterpreting by the criminality of the what do you call it, of the pastors and the imams, and the misleading of us about go to Europe to study. But there's nothing wrong about that. But at the moment, we have to charm every negative down to give the message. The negative you don't want us to smile. I want him to watch and listen, also to smile with us. And that is first message we give them. After that, if the video stop, we'll continue to drop the message so important about the British, about sit at home, and about everything and the financial. I will have time to move forward. So first of all, we have to honorize and authorizing the land of Chukwuka Biafra anywhere as a citizen to automatize and commanding our freedom of the Biafra. So that is a little bit performance we have to do at this moment. Yes, sir. Yes. Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Blessed Chukwuka Biafra. Blessed Chukwuka Biafra. Blessed. Every negative will be gone. Blessed. We call upon you. Biafra will stand. African people will stand. Life will stand. Blessed Chukwuka Biafra. He said, let's make it to let them to feel the message. I like them to understand this message because this message is good in a short period. Whatever happened, we'll deal with it at the moment. There is a message for us to the Biafran people and to the people who think we're not perfect, we're not want us to smile, or the African or black people to smile. So we're here with you.
Sharp with minds if I have to. No recoil from a nine that I knock you. Anything or anything I'm ready for. Gaze up on the rifle like predator. Snoop that head is perfect, but I'm not. It's me, said one from the Biafra. Some of my friends are here, some not. Got a couple running with the cops, just you. Anything I time, I'm there. I'm a dog push down. Just to make it clear. Families and friends just know some love on them. Now take no error on you, so straight W. Want trouble, alright, me not trouble too. Want from the robots, draw from the shovel. People chat and don't know things how it go. Just know very soon that you're coming home. Lady cemetery at the
Yes, sir.
Gaze up on the rifle like predator. Snoop that head is perfect, but I'm not. It's me, say one from the block. Most of my friends are here, some not. Got a couple running with the cops, just you. Anything I time, I'm there. I'm a dog push down, just to make it clear. Gotta keep it real, just misunderstand it. Things go up, it's not like I planned it. People you love, without selfish. You happiness, the man you walk with front. Sharp with minds if I had to. No recoil from a nine that I knock you. Anything I'm ready for. Gaze up on the rifle like predator.
Good God, Chukwuka Biafra, breasted. We are clean mind and honest mind. Blessed us.
2021.
Yes, sir. We are doing it. Life us of Biafran people must to restore. So that is where we are now. So thank you, all my followers, to put things in order. You know, sometimes life is good to emphasizing and exercising and the practical, to overwhelm internal from inside, from outside, to make it right. Because African system is a sense of you never eat one day, you just eat. You thought like life is like that. It's never be like that. I'm talking of buy and selling. I'm talking of export and import. I want every Nigerians, Biafrans peoples, to stop import and export at this moment. There is a category reason that I will give them in a news watch. They have to check why Nigerian currency has go down. Your business is down. Everything you're doing is down. The same thing, those travel for the business all over the world. Implementing of the name of having Nigerian passport, how if integrating your quality and your personality all over influence of the world. I want you to recognize that every treatment you receive everywhere in the world is not the way they treat other system, other country. So these things is something you don't like in your life, makes you to think Western people are discriminate. It's not about discriminate, it's about the information from Interpol, from the Watch News, who is the country. So that's where they treat them. This is the truth. The same thing also happened in the refugees issues, that most of people came from Nigeria. They say you're rich, you don't need to come, you don't need asylum. But the story they talk, they ignore it, but they write it down. So I want IND and the FBI's or immigrations officer to bring in all the proofs of the story. As everybody said, he judged them by the country, but behind the sea, there is no country. Because Nigeria is a murder and the crime and society and the frustration and the integrating, and they created a safe haven to jihad to come. Jihad is against Islamists. Jihad is against religion. Jihad is against human being. Jihad is an entity frustrated by ideology of Western world. And they're against it. And they can never give up. So they're looking for safe haven. I said it last time by FBI Watch News has reported 7 years ago about today. What's going to happen in Nigeria is happening. So at the same point, I want to come back because most of times people saying too much things is not make a sense. And that too much thing don't make a sense is that a think we're born to choose to come Europe, and there is no place like your indigenous born, or there is no place when you grow up with your own family. There is no place when you grow up in your accepted society. But there's nothing wrong when you're capable to go adopted or express yourself to another society. It's also welcome. So the same thing, I try to teach every governors to go to primary one, every president from the Buhari to go to primary one, in the sense of life going to happen or life is going on. Those who thought to Nigeria, to separating or integrated Nigeria be a problem. No, I have a house in Lagos. It's my house. Lagos now is a Oduduwa country. They recognizing my property. I recognizing their law under my property. I can live there for the rest of my life. Like people, Biafran or Nigeria or Cameroon, everywhere, living in Europe today. They have houses everywhere. They have a shop in the can, the same thing. So there's not any excuse, because follow me, ideology and empathy telling you, I'm going to punish you when you're not one country with me. No. And besides, the follow me don't have any authority in Nigeria in general, to be honest. I'm not against follow me in the Gambia, or follow me in Burkina Faso, or follow me in Sierra Leone, or follow me in Guinea, or Mali, or Senegal, or Somalia, or East Africa. No, I'm talking about you people are one, because why you are one is the same problem going everywhere. But I'm not against you. But also, why I'm saying this, Fulani don't have any place in that Nigeria as a citizen, as a country. But now we accepted it by the Northerns. So on that category, I want people to understand it. They don't have no right on this category. Maybe for those who has been overburdened by the primary education of Western people, overburdened by the corruption or eating too much burger or things, misquote a real man speaking the message that every black woman being have to take my message seriously. We are bigger than financial, we are bigger than hustling, we are bigger than surviving, we are bigger than what we are looking for to solve the situation that Western people couldn't solve, because they are waiting for African people, those who call Africans, Biafran people, to start speaking the truth, because Western waiting for the truth to corroborate and comply. They knows Africa is a liar. So they stand on their liar and their stupidness and their foolishness, come for television, talk out of point, whether you're president of Kenya or you're president of Uganda or you're president of Sudan or whatever you are president for. It's a bullshit. Let me tell you why it's a bullshit. British knows they don't need your oil, they don't need your mineral resources, but they still need your agriculture and your farmers, and also need your consumer by buying and selling from them, and also be able to keep your system in a level of when you wake up. That's why all the Western people respect Mazen Nandekan. Everyone respect it. And that's why every Nigerian, even Hausa people, even Fulani people understand him and they respect him. And that's why that Mazen Nandekan gonna qualifying as he's qualifying to make it right. Because when all these people respected you, the world respected you, so means you are qualifying people to responding and corresponding with Western advocacy, Western implementing of their waiting list. Because they're expecting somebody to come up from Africa this time to solve this problem. So this time, we'll do it in amicable. So I going direct to British, to concerning about Caroline. Because it's so frustrated that President Johnson and British Prime Minister should never say nothing officially, and the British cabinet never say something officially. I trying to let them to understanding where silent is Mazen Nandekan voice and command. The Nigeria still being live today because of Mazen Nandekan. If it's not, long time Bambakula. And Bambakula is like, we as a Biafra love Hausa, love Fulani, love Yoruba, love Africa entirely. You can watch when we travel to your country. Tell me any country that is everywhere criminals in the sense of Nigeria implementation of the society grown up. People are committed evil styles. But in generality, those as there living a clean life as overwhelming, the criminalizing of the Nigerians or Biafrans went all over the countries, every villages in Africa. To tell you, we are not against no one. We have a culture. And in our culture, just like Western people, there is a place in the Western people, in the farmers, in the forest, they have maps that people cannot build a house, people cannot live there, people cannot live this. This is for the farm, this is for philosophy, this is for this is for the history. So why you can script it for the Biafra when we are the first, what do you call it, first civilization people and democracy people and asylum people in the world, and recognize this thing by our culture, our traditions. So why Fulani didn't understand it? Why the governors couldn't understand these scientists? Okay, let me give you an example. What happened in America 2 or 3 years ago, in California, in the Paradise City. Do you know 100 years ago that Paradise City where the people are building house, that the map that nobody living there for second solstice, the ignorant, you see the result, fire came there. So all those things, then we have a culture, a land, that our land don't need strange to be in that land. We have kind of forest, we have kind of tree, we have kind of things. So all those things is also implementing our financial to be good, implementing our mindset, implementing our success, implementing our children, implementing our technology. It's just like a language of the world. This is things when you travel to Achi or Udi, he go to Enugu State. You can understand the statue, pre-ment of the Biafran have been done billions years ago. So you can understand in circumstances that we are the people on the front line in every condition in the world to create a peace. Also, I can understand there's something I want British people also to understand me very careful. I study many life, when you grow up in Africa, the mentality, when you grow up in Europe, mentality, when you're president of Africa, when you leave your country to another country like 1 year, what you can learn. I saw it for many histories. So, but something I'm missing, because Buhari has been 2015, when he was alive, he was hospitalized in the UK. He spent almost 1 year plus, or 8 months. You should learn something to do better, because in the Western society, even some follow me from Gambia, from all over the world, they have different mentality, even some of Biafran people. But when they came to Europe, adopted the Europe society, they change, even to come back to do something possible if the society of the government to let them up. So why Buhari, if it's really Buhari, was spent all this time in prison, God knows the truth, and hospitals in London during that 2016, then came back with the treatment of Western people, with all the environment it isn't good, should not be able to implement him with that. So he script that once of refugees came Western world, things they learn, Buhari cannot learn it. So the Buhari is not alive. Secondly, after he went to the London, came back, since then he never lived in peace with his wife. Our president never presents his wife. He don't work with his wife. He don't work with the children. And since then, the president never